Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. I'm not in studio A, B, or C. I'm in the Jeep today. Listen, they got some tornado warnings and all that going on. So let's talk about what's going on in these markets, as they used to say, in these streets, in these markets. These markets are absolutely insane. And if you get nauseated off of roller coaster rides, then you, like me, you want to get off of this ride, and the sooner the better. Friday was just insane. And I'm just going to say this now. It could either A, continue on Monday, or B, be an overreaction. Okay, so we know that the tariffs are full blown on Tuesday, right? So next week, the second, should I say, not Tuesday, but the second. So I don't know when the second is. You guys tell me when the second is. So April 2nd, these tariffs go into play. And I'm going to stick to what I've been saying, and I've been saying it a lot. I haven't been buying a lot of individual stock. 95% of what I've been buying has been ETFs, because there's a time to buy ETFs and there's a time to buy stock. And so now I've been buying ETFs, and I've been getting the ETFs in the positions that I've been waiting to get them for, since 2020, really. Now, 2022, should I say. So now what I'm looking at is I'm looking at how far down could it come, but I'm also looking at how quickly it could reverse. And we don't know. What he's doing is very, extremely risky. For those of you that think he's the smartest businessman ever, he's not an economist. And some of the smartest people messed up when it comes to this economy. This economy is very, 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 very delicate, right? And right now, I'm hoping that he's successful. And I'm hoping that this is short-lived for your pockets and your well-being and your financial well-being, and mine, right? Let's just keep it real. So in that case, I hope that the tariff war ends soon, is what I'm saying. So this is not about me, taking political sides. This is about you and my money, okay? Period. And so we all know what it is. Now, Larry's not saying it, but some people are saying, he only did this because the stock market was up, the economy was doing well, so he wanted to undo everything that the former president did, okay? I'm not getting into that. I'm not even focused on that. I'm focused on positioning myself during this time and helping some of you that will simply listen. It's raining, so forgive the rainy noise. So that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on the politics, though I listen to the politics because it helps me to position myself and tell you guys exactly what I'm doing. Now, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. Just got through with lunch, sorry. But I'm simply telling you what I'm doing. And remember, when I come on here and talk about what I'm doing, I'm not telling you what to do. So don't say, Larry, I put all my money in this penny stock, which I never told anybody to do, right? I'm talking about ETFs, okay? And so I'm simply telling you what I'm doing. And I sleep well at night knowing what I'm doing. I sleep well at night knowing that I'm buying indices 14% down, right? And so what I do is, like I said on the other video, I wait until it's under 10%, negative 10%, for an indice, meaning, the NASDAQ, the Dow, or the S&P. Those are known as indices. So when those are down, all right, and those are you could see what the future market is going to be. When those are negative by 10%, that is known as a correction, because it's massive. Now, don't get it twisted. Individual stock can be down by 25%, and we're still not in a correction. So I want you to understand the power of an entire indice being down by that much. But just like I showed you guys in the charts on that 200-day moving average every single time that it was near, touching, or below the 200-day moving average. If you had bought major indices, that all you needed to do was wait, and all you needed to do was time. So I will tell you guys, if I was working a traditional job, I'm not telling you what to do. You talk to your own financial advisor. But I'm telling you that if Uncle Larry had a 401k in a traditional job, I would not be selling it right now. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you what I would do. And I'm telling you what I wouldn't do. I would not be selling it right now. Listen, go back to 2022 and look at what happened. It was a long, brutal year. But look at what happened if you would have sold. As a matter of fact, you should have been buying in 2022. Okay? Then before that, it was COVID. Look at what happened 2020, March 20th. Look at what would have happened if you would have just cashed out your 401k that you've worked hard for and sold everything. You would have locked in your losses. Then go back to 2008, to the Great Recession, and you can clearly see it was a long period of time that it took the market to rebound. Let's get real. But the truth be told, had you just held and started actually adding more, you would have won in all three scenarios. So that's what this video is. That's what I've been talking about. I've been on this kick. It's like been a tour. I've been on this kick for a minute now because it's the reality. You buy fear and you sell greed, and not just any. 10% down, under 10%, not just 10%, but under 10%, stock up starts buying. And then if it goes down to 15%, and then I stop, it go down to 15%, I buy again, leaving enough money. And then it may continue to fall. And then what happens? 20%, that's when I'm going to deplete all my dry powder. And I'm just going to wait. And I don't care if it goes down more than that, because no one knows where the bottom is. And I want you guys to know this. The bottom is generally about anywhere from 7 to 11 days. That's it. 7 to 11 days. And I don't care if the market trades sideways for 14 months, 2 years, 3 years. The bottom is generally from 7 to 11 days. And that's it. And so why most are trying to guess the bottom, just like trying to guess the top so they can sell, good luck with that. People's been trying that since 1792. Good luck with that. But what I'm telling you guys is if you bought at the top, or you see a sea of red, which I do, and I know I read the comments, my heart bleeds for you. Say, Larry, I can't take this. This is my, I'm losing so much money. I just want you to know we all are, okay? But it's not a loss unless you sell, okay? So you haven't lost anything. It looks like it, but if you sell right now, you absolutely locked in that loss. But you could lock in a loss right now, and then April 3rd, he could literally, and you know who he is, could literally say, okay, tariffs are over, blah, 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 blah. And we literally have a V-shaped recovery, and it comes all the way back up to the highs of the game. And you just locked in your losses. So the decision is yours. You just let me know what you're doing. But for those of you that think you're alone, you're not. We're all looking at a lot of red. Larry, you don't understand, it's a lot of money. I got a lot of money in there too. A lot. Okay? And so, and there's people that have way more than I do in the stock market. This is the pursuit of happiness that I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to fight, and sometimes fighting just means to wait. Stop looking at your red portfolio. Stop looking at it. And me, I don't just stop. I'm not just not looking at the red. I'm adding to the red. I'm buying the red. Again, I'm being extremely specific. Now, if I was buying individual stocks, I would probably still be waiting. Now, I have some DCAs that I shared with you guys, dollar cost averages, that I've been buying every day. and not in small chunks. It may be bigger for most, but it was small for a lot. Okay, and I'm just going to continue to do that until this tariff war is over. Okay, and then those will start to print, and I will tell you 80% of them are red right now, and it's not bothering me because I keep buying down. Now, I would not be going in heavy on individual stock right now. So you'll see other pages talking about there's more downside, and there absolutely could be. And so that's why I'm not buying individual stock. I'm buying ETFs. And I told you guys that haven't heard, I've been buying VUG, I've been buying QQQ, and I've been buying Granny, the Fundstrat ETF, because that's a well-balanced portfolio of growth stock, tech, big cap, and I haven't started buying the NASDAQ 200, 2000. I'm sorry, I haven't started buying small caps. All right, so I'm gonna leave it right there, good people, because this weather is absolutely crazy, and it's gonna get noisy. But listen, I want to say this. I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to sign off. I really want to give an inspirational right now, but it is hailing. All right. Let me see if it stops for a minute. I'm going to talk over it. So listen. I'm going to say this again. I've said it before. Treat haters, especially in this market. Stay away from negative people. Making money in markets like this is controlling your emotions. Stay away from negative people right now. Some of you guys are here because someone said something negative about me. Welcome aboard, because here's where you're going to hear the truth. One of my best friends is someone back in grade school that said this dude was talking to me, Curtis Carter, right? This dude was talking about you. He talking about you. He ain't no good. Look at him, blah, 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 blah. And then when I confronted him, ready to step to him in grammar school, come to find out he never said any of it. Until this day, we're best friends. So I'm just going to tell you, and he would literally do anything for me, and I would do anything for him. So be careful of the hate. Treat haters like they are the plague, I'm telling you, and control your mind and your emotions during times like this. Just chill. Look away. Just chill. All right? I'm going to leave it right there because it's going to pick up again. But I love you guys. Now's the time to watch every video. We're going to have some charting guys on. I'm going to tell you what I think in spite of the charts, because I've been doing this for a while. And so far, I've been playing it right. Larry's not going to guess the bottom. Larry's not going to guess the top. Neither is anyone else. But what I am going to do is tell you facts and show you data, right? So for those of you that really need to study, make sure you check out the top link below at Stock Up U. Everything you need to learn to earn with stocks and crypto. Love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.